Hi everybody, welcome to this back nine playthrough for the opening round. That is, of course, holes 10 to 18 for the African Wilds Tournament Expert Division here on the channel. Please give me a thumb up, it helps me out massively, and make sure you're subscribed as well. Get that bell button switched on. There will be weekend round guides as well, because I have a bit more time this week. So check back on the channel Saturday morning for your full 18-hole playthrough for the weekend round wins. Hope you do well in the tournament. Let me know in the comments section down below. Good luck. Here we go with hole number 10. Aggressive option here if you don't fancy it, of course, lay up as we've done before. Stretch out to P5 max extension, bullseye directly over the furthest edge of the bunker. Then we're going to add spin, 5.8 top spin, 2 left spin, and here we're going to go max plus 10 with APOC 5 and above. I have tested this in lower winds as well, and I got a lovely roll out both times. So 9.2 rings for me. With APOC 5, I'm going to push up here. You see I was at plus 1. I'm pushing up a total of 6 yards. If you've got APOC 4, you are going to push up a total of 13 yards, and you'll have to imagine your landing position because you don't quite have the distance. 2 balls of curl to the left. Look at the line, imaginary line going down from the tee. It would touch the inside tip of the triangle. Slightly slower needle, so a good chance of hitting perfect. Might need a tweak depending on wind angle strength and variation, but we get out nicely to wedge range. Hole 11, I'm going to lay up for the safe eagle here. I tried a couple of send-its, not really worth it in my opinion. So we're going 2.5 top spin, 3 right spin, and it's going to be top of plus 10 with APOC 5 and above. Max with APOC 4 with a power 3 ball. APOC 5 and 6, the ring reference, blue ring touching the rough on the right. Second bounce, as shown, different club levels will have different accuracy though, so check your ring references. Max plus 10 for me, that is 6.6 rings with my APOC level 6. And then we're going to go with curl, 3/4 of ball curl to the right. And just before the circle starts to drop in terms of overpower, if you're worried about putting too much on, then just take a couple of clicks off the top spin or take a token or two first to get a feel for the shot. Perfect ball away here, and we're rolling to around 350 yards. Second shot, primarily get it to green. Half a bar of backspin, 1 bar side spin to the left. Your backspin may vary depending on your drive, but you want to add spin and set up here just a bit away from max in my case. Get a nice high bounce, second bounce just beyond the rough and the bunker, and here you want to just tweak the aim depending on whether you want to go for the albatross here or not. It's a bit hard to see with the ball guide exactly where I'm aiming here, but like I said, predominantly this is safe eagle play. We play true club distance 25% elevation, so if you're at max you'd play max plus 25. For every yard away from max you're taking off 2.5% slider. So if you're at plus 8 you play 90% as an example. Perfect ball away, clears the rough nicely with the tailwind. Good speed, could just move the aim over to the left slightly if you want to pursue the albatross. Hole 12, nice 1-to-1 adjustment here, but before we do that, we're adding, finding our position first. Blue ring touching the rough at the top of plus 3 with sniper level 10, top of plus 5 with sniper level 9. Then we go with a bit of a weird spin set, 3.5 back spin, and then it's 1.2 right spin. So find your position first, then add your spin. 1-to-1 adjustment, that means if you have wind of 7.8, you're going to go 7.8 rings. If you have wind of 8.1, you're going to go 8.1 rings. Couldn't be simpler than that, really. Recommended to keep the wind below 8 if you can, of course, as always with these expert par 3s. Good to do that. And also be wary of any wind angle tweaks that you may need. Perfect ball away, bounces very nicely, and we get the nice little camera angle, the ball trickles onto the green. And they're just sneaking that in on the right edge there for the hole-in-one. Hole 13, I'm going to send it with a berserker. 5 top spin, 2 left spin, stretching out to absolute max with APOC 5 and above, and it's the first point the ball guide gets clipped away by the rough, so bullseye directly over the rough line there. APOC 4, you will have to imagine your aim because you won't be able to get to that point due to lack of club distance. Adjust max plus 10, power 5, I've got 10.2 in wind here. You might need to tweak slightly. If you have higher winds, you might want to just dial the topspin back. No push-up with APOC 5, and we're going with a 1 1/4 ball curl to the left. APOC 4, you will need to push up 1.7 rings after you adjust. It's still going to be a very slow overpower needle, though. Bounces nicely on the fairway. Second and third bounce on the fairway also. Then we roll through the rough. Very nice. Easy wedge for our eagle. Hole 14, going to play the rough bump once again. Add spin first. We're going 3 top spin and 3 right spin. Setting up here again with the bullseye over that last bit of rough, just the first time it gets clipped by the rough. So find that big high bounce, missing the rough, and then just go 1 pixel back. You got the ball guide through the hole. Now don't worry though, we're not going to clip the rough as high up as that. Reason I do that is we just into the bunker will cost us distance on our shot, so that compensates without having to mess around pushing up after we adjust. Mid -10, power 3. Medium distance -10. Perfect ball away, and you'll see, just look at where this catches the rough now. No danger of that flying unless you've got any unwanted OP. You're going to be fine. Hole 15, I've got the 2 options here. Lay up with the Kingmaker first, bullseye over the second cut of rough at P3 max with APOC 5+. Then we're going with 5.8 top spin. We're going to adjust max +10. APOC 4, you have to push up 1, or rather stretch into overpower 1.7 rings to find your position. After you have adjusted, if you've got APOC 4 only, you would then need to push up 1.7 rings to compensate. Max overpower, though, going to be a slow needle. No curl, just hit perfect. If you are worried about a great right here, particularly with lower accuracy clubs, you might want to compensate with a bit of left curl, just based on the result here. Great right with a low accuracy club might risk the sand, so proceed with caution if you are a great right hitter. Drive distance of 415, we're going to go with the Grizzly, add spin, 3 back spin, 1 bar side spin to the left, and then we find our position. You want the ball guide deliberately short of pin, and I'll give you a zoom in so you can have a look at it there. And the tip of it, if you were to draw a vertical line up, would just be on the left edge of the pin. But take a token or two, work out the offset and get a feel for it yourself if you're able to increase your drop rate. We're going for a 415-yard drive, 64% slider, 10% elevation, and we're always going to use Grizzly 9 numbers. So 415 on the drive, 64% slider, 10% elevation. Perfect ball has a chance here, and we're getting it in. Now, if you don't want to lay up and you want to send it with an owl ball or a season 49 ball with APOC 5+, then go with this. Max topspin boost. You might need to tweak it down a bit if you've got APOC 7 or 8, although actually it will probably help you get even nearer. APOC 5 might struggle, suggest to take a token. Stretching out, and you could see those blue arrows, I was just aiming at the pin. Then we let the target fall back to max rest. We adjust max +10. The rocks are probably going to be in the way here, so try and adjust as accurately as you can. Recommended not to attempt this shot unless you have 13.0 or above in wind, otherwise you may not reach, or indeed you may not reach wedge range. Push up back to max, so you are going to have a full shaky needle, I'm afraid, so it's up to you whether you want to take this on or not, but you've been advised of the optimum conditions. Perfect ball away, and this one, in this scenario, rolled out to a 98% end bringer school wedge. So obviously with a higher wind, you're going to get closer to the green, but I played it no spin, 20% P5. Right, back to it on hole 16 now. I'm going with a wind 4 ball. I would recommend that in all winds. Otherwise, you may hit the minimum distance line if you have higher wind than 7.8 or 7.9 with a wind 3. 5 back, 1 right, red ring touching the rough, ball guide just missing left of cup. Very hard, as we found in the front 9, to get a zoom in here because it's so downhill. Final part of the equation, max +40, power 3, small 1159 on your pull angle. Otherwise, you're going to miss this one right, according to my attempts. It will need wind angle tweaks, and as before, this hole is very difficult, not going to drop every single time, and it should be regarded as a bonus if you get this one in. Hole 17, berserker time again. Got to be aggressive, I would think, really. It's worth a go. 5 top spin, we go with 1 right spin. Again, if you don't want to do this, you can lay up, bounce over with top spin and curl. But if you want to go for it, stretch out, having the yellow ring touching the rough on the left at P5 max extension with APOC 5 and 6. Max plus 10, power 5 settings for me, looks like 9.2 rings. Then I'm going to push up to max in, actually no, not to max, to plus 25, because I want to demonstrate with APOC 4 you can push up to max and you should be fine, but check your wind angle. If you have more crosswind, you might need to rethink your shot. Take a token or two and test them out. We have a bit of clearance here though, which kind of makes me think we should be okay, but like I said, due to time constraints, not tested in all wind angles. So it's here for you to weigh up whether you want to do that or not. It is of course going to be a fairly shaky needle, but we've got a lovely eagle putt there on 17. Finally, hole 18, no movement target once again, 5.8 top spin, 3 right spin with a power 3 ball. We're going to adjust max plus 10 with all levels of APOC. The only thing you need to do is worry about a different push-up with APOC 4. I'm going to talk you through that right now. Max plus 10 for me, 6.1 rings. We're going to push up here with APOC 5 and 6. I'm pushing up 1 ring. In addition to that, with APOC 4, you will need to push up another 1.5 rings. So you're looking at a 2.5 ring push-up approximately, but always take a token and test. Full overpower, we're going with curl to the right as shown, slower needle there with APOC 5, be slightly slower than max with APOC 4, but you've still got a good chance of hitting perfect. Drive distance, you want around 410 to 415. Second shot, we're going to add spin first. I'm going with half a bar of backspin, might vary depending on your drive. Inner yellow ring there, inner green ring, whatever you want to call it, touching the rough. Ball guide is going just through the hole. And we're looking at the plus yards displayed. So you can see there that ball guide going half a green square through the hole. You might need to tweak the backspin depending on your drive. For a plus 4 landing spot with sniper 10, that will be plus 6 with sniper 9. We're going 80% slider, minus 5% elevation. So 80% slider, minus 5, perfect ball away. Good chance for the albatross with this rough bump to finish off your round. And there it is. Thank you for watching this video for the African Wilds tournament here on the channel. Reminder to join us all on Facebook. Free Golf Clash group. Search for BK Golf Clash. Over 11,000 members. Free guides, shot sharing and discussion points there. Plenty of people to help you out in your gameplay. And I'm over there myself, so come and ask me some questions and I'll be interacting with you all over there. Totally free to join. Good luck, everybody. See you soon. Bye for now.